Welcome aboard to Study Room KE, a platform where we demystify learning for you. Today we want to handle food and nutrition, and this particular area we are so keen on the nutritional needs for expectant mothers, lactating mothers, infants, and qualities of weaning food. So under this particular area we are going to delve deep and find out which are the nutritional needs for expectant mothers, lactating mothers, infants, and qualities of weaning food. Before going deeper into the nutritional needs of different special groups that we're talking about, we need to understand different terminologies here. That any nutritive substance taken into the body to maintain good health is called food. And a meal is an occasion when people gather to eat, while a diet is the amount, variety, and kind of nutrients in a meal. Nutrients, however, are substances contained in foods which enable our bodies to grow and to be strong and resist diseases, while nutrition is the process of providing the body with food. After all said and done, we need to understand that this particular group that we are going to address will really need basic food groups, and these are carbohydrates and protein or bodybuilding food and vitamins. And just to provoke our thoughts, why do we need food? Why do you need food? The answers, the answers that you've given are, and I'm sure are correct. One is to stay alive and maintain good health. You also need food to protect your body against diseases. You need food for bodybuilding and for energy. You also need food to repair the damaged, worn out parts of your cells or your body. Therefore, the basic food that we're talking about are the main reason as to why we need food. So starting us off is pregnant or expectant mother. And this is a woman who has conceived but has not yet given birth. She is known as an expectant mother or a pregnant mother, the way I've explained. And a balanced diet is the most important factor to ensure both the nutritional needs of the mother and their unborn child are met. So which are these nutritional requirements that an expectant mother will need to make sure that she's healthy and the baby is delivered with good health? Then remember that the diet determines a healthy pregnancy and a successful delivery of a healthy baby. During the stages of fetal development, the growing fetus obtains all the food requirements from the mother through the placenta. That is very important, that the child feeds through the child feeds through the placenta. The child feeds through the placenta. So this particular person, the expectant mother, will require so many nutrients. We have proteins, we have carbohydrates, we have vitamins, we have minerals, and we have fiber and plenty of fluids. Now, to start us off, let's talk about food rich in proteins. And why is it important? This is important for proper growth of the baby and formation of breast milk. Protein also helps in proper maintenance of the mother's nutritional needs. And what about carbohydrates? For proper growth of the baby and functioning of the body organs, you need carbohydrates. However, remember that too much fat should be avoided as they cause heartburn and nausea. Why would a mother need vitamin D? Remember, vitamin D comes from, you can find them from margarine, eggs, oily fish, or even sunlight. She needs vitamin D for proper development of baby's strong bones and teeth. Talking about plenty of vitamins as a requirement for an expectant mother, remember vitamins come from veggies, from milk, egg, fish, fruits. You can get these vitamins from all that I've mentioned. And the importance of why you need to have plenty of vitamins is to protect the fetus and the mother from diseases. Vitamin helps in boosting the immunity, and that is very important. An expectant mother also needs iron. And you can get iron from taking spinach or beans or kales, fish, liver, and even beef. Why is iron important? The formation of hemoglobin to the fetus and the mother is very, very important. So therefore you need iron to help in the formation of hemoglobin of the fetus and the mother. Iron helps in the production of blood cells. That is very, very important. And you also need to understand that other minerals that are important, we also have calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, and you can get this from fish, milk, liver, or even bone soup or green vegetables. And why are they important is because calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus helps in strong bones and teeth and strengthening mother's bones. The mother also needs plenty of fluids, and this is important to help prevent dehydration and maintain the proper level of amniotic fluids. Very, very important for the mother. And she also needs to take roughage and fiber to help prevent constipation. And it also helps in getting rid of undigested food materials. Those are major areas. Where can you get fiber or roughages? You get them from fruits and vegetables. And plenty of fluids, you know, from milk, fruit juices, water, soup, porridge, name them. They are very, very important for an expectant mother. If you do that, then everything is going to be safe and you're going to have a safe delivery. However, it is important to understand that not all foods are important to an expectant mother. There are some foods and substances that are very dangerous and should be avoided completely. One of them is caffeine. Beverage containing caffeine should be avoided. They include coffee, tea, and cocoa. Too much fat. This may cause the expectant mother to nauseate and even have the heartburn. Tobacco or cigarette smoking. Smoking during pregnancy may lead to baby born with underweight issues, babies with poor or slow development, babies with weak immune system, and it can also lead to miscarriage. And remember, such children may become slow learners by the end of it all. Also avoid alcohol, because intake of alcohol at this particular time will lead to a development of the baby, and the baby born at this particular time might have a weak immune system or even become an underweight, and at the same time it can also lead to poor mental growth, thus leading to a slow learner, and you don't want a child who might be having this particular condition. So avoid this particular food. An expectant mother should avoid this particular food for proper growth of a healthy child. The next part of a special nutritional group is lactating mothers. And now, lactating mothers are very, 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 very important. Who are these lactating mothers? They're also called breastfeeding mothers. And a woman who has given birth and is breastfeeding her child is the person we are talking about. A balanced diet to take care of both the mother's and the baby's nutrients is very, very important. And here we are talking about plenty of fluids to enhance milk production and prevent dehydration, because the baby depends on the milk. Therefore, you need plenty of fluids to enhance milk production. So what are the nutritional requirements for a lactating or breastfeeding mother? This particular woman or a lady needs extra fluids. She needs iron, calcium, vitamins, carbohydrates, and even proteins. Now, let's go step by step. Why food rich in iron, or the minerals that we are talking about? Why food rich in iron? This is to replace blood lost during birth. That is also called parturition. Why do you need calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium again? For development of strong bones and teeth. And why will we need extra fluids? For formation of breast. Again, just to repeat, extra fluid cells in formation or production of milk, and that is very, very important. Again, a lactating mother really needs carbohydrates and protein. And why carbohydrates? To restore the mother's energy. We need to restore the mother's energy, and help also the mother to carry out normal duties, in addition to getting energy to breastfeed the baby. And you know where to get the carbohydrates from, the food that can give you carbohydrates. And you also need she also needs to take protein, and this is for milk production and repair of mother's worn out tissues, helping in formation of quality milk for the baby and repair of the worn out tissues. Now, the next step takes us to infants. It can be between the range of 0 to 2 years. 0 to 2 years. An infant is a child between the age of 0 to 2 years. And the main food is breast milk for this particular group. And breast milk is produced from the breast. Breasts are also known as the mammary gland. Mammary gland. Remember also that breast milk is wholesome, and that means that it contains all the required nutrients in the right proportion. And now, why do you need to give your child breast milk? Advantages of breast milk to this particular infant. One, and which is the main reason, is contains colostrum, which helps in boosting the baby's immunity. Another social advantage is that the milk helps in creating the bond between the baby and the mother. Remember also that this particular breast milk is balanced with all nutrients in the right proportion, and therefore does not cause allergy to the baby. It also free from contamination unless the mother is sick. And remember that breast milk is also readily available and easy to digest. What is our take home? What is our take home? Remember that the first breast milk from the mother immediately after the birth, we have said, is called colostrum, and colostrum is yellow in color and thick. It contains substance called antibodies, which help boost the baby's immune system. The main reason why mothers are encouraged to breastfeed their infant is because your guess is as right as mine, that the breast milk boosts the infant's immunity. You also understand that we have the advantages of bottle feeding. Bottle feeding, because at this particular time the baby you might find that due to the fact that the mother is working, the baby might be given milk from the bottle. So what are the advantages of bottle feeding? Someone else can feed the baby when the mother is away. And two, children born to HIV and AIDS mother are bottle fed. Remember that. So it helps also in protecting them. Then baby can be bottle fed when the mother has little or no milk. But this particular method has also its disadvantage. Why? Because this particular process lacks colostrum and might lack some nutrients that are needed. For example, for this particular child born to HIV and AIDS mother, might lack some of the nutrients, and that is really not good for the infant. And remember, bottle feeding is not readily available and needs preparation. And finally, water and sugar have to be added to make it tastier, and therefore that has also its own disadvantages to the baby. Finally, we are getting now to weaning, and this is very important. This is a gradual introduction of other food further than the breast milk to the baby's diet. Only one food item should be introduced at a time, and weaning is done at the age of between 4 to 6 months. Breastfeed should, however, continue up to the age of 2 years. That's why we talked about infants being between 0 to 2 years. That is very important. So what are the qualities of weaning foods? What are the qualities of weaning foods? One, it should be easy to digest, and it should be in paste form, and finally it should be soft. Remember that when you are weaning, start with soft and semi-solid food. Introduce one food item at a time. Those are the take-homes for the weaning foods. Remember to introduce one food item at a time. I can't believe that we have reached the end of our lesson today, where we were talking about the nutritional needs for special people. And for this particular case, we talked about lactating mothers. We also talked about expectant mothers, and we talked about infants, and then finally qualities of weaning food. I hope to meet you again in the next video. But remember, as you go away, you are in a position to go and check different playlists that we have. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to our Facebook page, Study Room KE. Go to our Twitter page, S Room KE, S capital R capital, that is S Room KE. And let's engage one another. Comment, like, and share. Remember that this is where we demystify learning for you. See you again in the next video.